A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day's going well for you, wherever you might be. Tery, Henne here at Radio Center, along with Jonathan Dent, taking a look outside and looking at that absolutely gorgeous sunshine out there. Gee, Jonathan, I'm really sorry to interrupt your sunbathing this morning to have you in here.
I know, it's just such a nice day out there. Had to get out when I can, but no, I'm hoping to get out of here early. I was looking at the clock going, I could probably leave, and then you come in the door. Hey,
yeah, there you go. Always great to have you on board, and of course, on a day like this, boy, everybody is working hard, doing a lot of stuff outside. It was a very busy weekend. Started off a little bit on the cool side, well, chilly side, quite frankly. Overnight on Friday night, early Saturday morning, we had some showers around, but not much at all. And I don't know if you noticed, but Saturday afternoon, things really turned out nice. The wind went down for once, and turned out to be a very nice evening on Saturday night. A little bit of frost on Saturday night for some folks.
I didn't notice any.
Yeah, temperature dropped right down. Well, at the airport, it was 34. Flint Bishop Airport, it was 32. So, and there was frost on the pumpkin, even though it would have to be a ceramic pumpkin because the real ones aren't.
If you've still got a pumpkin in
I got to get that yard
April
cleaned up. I mean, I really do. But as we went through the day on Sunday, just an absolutely gorgeous day to get a lot of work done. And farmers out in the fields, a lot of spraying going on, a lot of planting going on. Things really turned out to be very nice with mild temperatures. Today is no exception as far as mild temperatures go. Where are we at right now, Jonathan?
Well, we're almost to that 70-degree mark, at least in Midland. Right now at the airport, 65 degrees. Downtown Midland's at 68. Here at Radio Center, 66 degrees. We do have a south wind at 15 miles per hour, gusting up to 28 miles per hour out at the airport.
We're going to have a little bit more in the way of wind as we go through the next couple of days. Matter of fact, tomorrow promises to be a very windy day, just a little advanced notice, because we will be having a front move through. Low pressure system is right now situated just north of Minnesota up in Canada. It's got a front, and it's got all sorts of severe weather associated with it. 10 tornadoes yesterday in Nebraska alone. And that tornadic activity is moving in a northeasterly direction. Fortunately for us, we're not looking for anything that severe. We are looking just simply at a front moving through tomorrow afternoon. And as a result, there is going to be the chance of some precipitation. But the way things have been going lately, these systems have been moving through, and we haven't really had a lot of rain with them. And this one, I think we might see a little bit more, but quite frankly, the prospects of having a good soaking rain are not with this particular system. We are going to have one on Thursday. That looks to be more of an overall rain, and it does look like it is going to be a decent rain shower because that system is going to linger a little bit longer. The one coming through over the next 24 to 36 hours is going to be moving very rapidly, and that's why the prospects of severe weather are not that great here. Now, southeast Michigan, they might have a little bit better chance down in the Detroit area of seeing some thunderstorm activity, a little bit more severe. But again, we're not anticipating any severe weather at all. It's just the winds that are going to be a situation that we'll have to deal with. We're going to be looking at west winds tomorrow, gusting to better than 40 miles per hour. Tonight, the winds will pick up coming out of the south as well, gusting up to about 35 miles per hour. But then as we move into Wednesday, after the systems move off to the east, we're going to have more of an east breeze on Wednesday, and that's only going to be about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So again, that will be decreasing. But as we move into the day on Thursday, the winds will pick up somewhat, but we're looking at a lot more general rain shower activity out of that particular system. Long range now to take us, let's say through the 11th of May. As for our temperatures to moderate somewhat, we're going to be a little cool as we finish the week off and into the weekend. By cool, I mean upper 50s. Friday and Saturday. On Sunday, we'll be in the upper 60s. So then things will begin to warm up a little bit. So the period of, let's say, the 5th through the 12th, we're looking at above average on the temperatures. But all the way through this period, precipitation is going to be at or slightly below normal. So the field work should continue. Soil temperatures, for the most part, should continue to stabilize right where they're at, maybe pick up another degree or two. But when we talk to Bryce Stein from Michigan Sugar Company, I'm sure he'll enlighten us as to what's going on there. But everything I'm seeing right now is soil temperatures around 50 degrees, give or take about 3 or 4. And then we have a few spots that are looking at 55 and 57 degrees, which is excellent for planting anything right now, including stuff in your front yard or your backyard. And again, Jerry Samalski will be talking a little bit more on that. Severe weather, thunderstorm activity, possible damaging winds and hail for Minnesota, Nebraska, and Iowa today. For us, sunshine, 74 is our projected high. Right now, no one in the state as of 11 o'clock has hit 70 degrees, but we will going through the afternoon. Few more clouds tonight, but it'll only drop down to 63. Sun will set this evening at 8:35, rise tomorrow morning at 6:31. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, some spotty showers around, possibly in the morning. I think a little bit better chance late in the afternoon or the evening as that front slides through. But the best chance of precipitation here in the Great Lakes Bay area will be in that morning area. And then later on in the afternoon, the chances of a little bit more thunderstorm activity will be in southwest Michigan later on tomorrow afternoon and early tomorrow evening. That front will slide through about, right now projections are 2, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, but then clearing off late. And as a result, after a high tomorrow, and I mean, we're looking at 78 for a high right away earlier in the day. As that front goes through in the afternoon, the temperature will drop like a lead balloon. We'll be looking at about 20-degree drop as that thing moves through. Later on tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, we'll drop down to 36 for a low with a north wind gusting to 30 miles per hour. So don't put away the long johns yet.
And make sure the windows are closed after the warm weather. Close them.
Close them for the warm
Yep.
and open them for the cold. Hopefully you'll have a happy medium there, but it looks as though the thermostat reading in the houses have been getting a pretty good workout here the last few days. It's been all over the place. Wednesday, after that low of 36 on Tuesday night, we'll get up to about 61 for a high on Wednesday. High pressure over Lake Superior is the reason why we'll have the clearing, but we'll keep our eye on a low over Texas because that is going to be our weather generator for the day on Thursday. After a high of 61 on Wednesday, 46 for a low on Wednesday night. Again, Wednesday we'll have that light east breeze to contend with, so there'll be a little bit of a chill. Thursday, rainy skies, I want to say middle 60s for a high on Thursday. Still some clouds and chances of rain yet in the early evening hours on Thursday night. 48 for a low there. Then on Friday, we're still going to have a chance of some precipitation. 58 is going to be our high on Friday. So that's going to be a chilly rain. 38 for a low on Friday night. High pressure over Lake Superior is going to be pushing some pretty cold air down over top of us during the day on Friday. Saturday, Sunday, upper 50s to upper 60s. So we'll be moderating a little bit, quite mild, but still slightly above normal. Not much chance of precipitation on Saturday and Sunday. Where should we be? 61 is our normal high, 41 is our normal low. The record high in this state is 85, set in 1990. And 1990 for the 28th of April was the warmest ever on record. Our high was 85 and our low was 59. The coldest ever, you got to go back to 1994 for this date. Boy, we just didn't have any luck at all then. 39 was our high and 35 was our low. And we had snow flurries in 1994 on this date.
Glad I wasn't around for it.
Yeah. I was. We didn't plant the petunias. I tell you,
You weren't out mowing the lawn?
Oh, yeah. Well, that came before the lawn mowing.
Oh,
But then we had a little bit of a break.
okay.
I mean, the dandelions even froze.
I don't doubt it. Yeah.
Would. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. We got a busy morning, so let's get right to it. Standing by, who do we have, Jonathan?
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we talk with Gary Kaufman from Star of the West. He starts out our Monday market report here. Then we'll head over to Doug Klein with Oppenheimer. All of that's ahead, but first, the weather report today brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks, they're the Coyote Tractor folks. That's who we should be talking about. They've got those Coyote tractors. Who's they? CMR Tractors in Millington. You just stop by and see Bob and his line of Coyote tractors. Financing rates right now, 0% interest for up to 84 months, or cash rebates are available right now. That's at CMR Tractors in Millington. Remember, this is the only Coyote you want to see crossing your field. On the line with us right now, we've got Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. Gary, I hope you had a nice weekend.
Oh, it was a gorgeous weekend, Terry. Hopefully you did as well.
Oh, yeah. A lot of outdoor work, especially, Saturday afternoon and all day Sunday after church. It was a busy day. Had to eat a sandwich for lunch yesterday.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That means, you were busy then if you're eating sandwiches.
Yeah, and the portable radio so I could listen to the Tigers win another one. So
there you go.
It was spring-like weather all across. I hope the guys in Chicago had a good one.
Well, you kind of wonder, but, some of the old storylines we've been reading, planting progress is moving right along, and it looks like corn's going to be right on the 5-year average here, Terry, about 24 to 26% when we get that progress report here after the close today. And, of course, and then they're saying rain makes grain in the wheat arena. The Southern Plains has got some pretty nice rains down there, so wheat's taking a little dump today based on some of those dry areas that received the much needed rainfall here over the weekend. So, but we're off the lows. I guess that's the only positive thing. Everything's negative, but we're off the lows, Terry.
Well, speaking of wheat, you take a look at the wheat around here. I know the latest crop progress said we only had like about 7% in poor to very poor all across the state. But our major, what is it? Huron County, Tuscola County, and I don't recall if it's Sanilac County. I don't think, but those two counties I know are like the premier counties for wheat growers in the state.
Oh yeah, they're right in our backyard, and you're right, Terry. I mean, a little bit of warm weather, a little bit of moisture, a little bit of nitrogen. Wheat's looking pretty nice out there, not only in our backyards but across the region too. When you go to the southeast and some of these rains that they got in the plains too now, there's really not a whole lot of issues in the wheat arena, and that's why the market is being pressured here this morning too again. So
it was probably a pretty good idea that guys advanced contracted on some of this stuff.
Yeah, and we've always preached that in the past. You always got to look ahead. With opportunities that come along, sometimes they come pretty quick, and sometimes they come a little later. But when you look at the average, April, May of last year was the best time to price stuff for this year and last year, for that matter. And whether, as we turn to calendar May, if this is, we're at kind of some of the seasonal lows here in wheat. So maybe this year our highs are going to be a little later in the year. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So, but it's always a timing thing for sure as we look forward. So
No reports coming up here the beginning of May at all?
the first report we got is May 12th, Terry. That's our monthly USDA report. And, on that report, we expect the USDA to make some adjustments on corn exports, about 100 million bushel, as the demand continues to be very strong. We had another big sale to Mexico on Friday. I think it was 7.9 or 9.3 million bushels. So, with China out of the loop on the beans and, a little bit on the corn, there's some other destinations becoming available that I know our soybeans are priced better than South America's right now. So there's some other sales going on. But until China and the U.S. gets to the table and figures out what they want to do with their trades, we'll have to see. But I think hopefully that'll get worked out, and we'll see some more demand on soybeans to China here very soon.
So right now on the board, what do you have, Gary?
Yeah, right now let's call cash wheat down 14, Terry, at 506 on the white, 431 on the red. New crop down 14 as well at 531 on the white, 446 on the red. Cash corn's only down a penny right now, come back quite a bit, 418. New crop also down, it's down 4 at 387, and cash soybeans down 4 at 976, and new crops down 4 as well at 951.
Have a great week, Gary.
I will. You do the same. Thanks, Terry.
You betcha. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer is joining us.
Yes, indeed. The market report today brought to you by Thumb Bank and Trust. They've been working with agriculture since 1895, and now they're inviting you out, in mid-May to their Freeland branch grand opening. It's Thursday, May 15th and Friday, May 16th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That includes the Customer Appreciation Luncheon on Friday the 16th from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. They've got some great prizes going on during that time. Once again, it's the Thumb Bank and Trust Freeland Branch grand opening. It's a 2-day celebration. You can stop by at 185 East Washington Street in Freeland. Thumb Bank and Trust, where relationships are built on trust. Heading over to Oppenheimer, we say good morning to Doug Klein. Doug, how are we doing today?
Well, I'm doing good. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing better in the markets, I'll tell you that.
Apparently right across the board. We had a good week last week, so I guess we got that going for us. But the stock market, taking a sort of a breather. NASDAQ's down just about 1%, S&P about 0.5%. The Dow is just down about 0.1%. So that's going on. Gold's up 100 or 30, full percentage point, $35. So it hasn't hit a new high yet. Crude oil's down $1.21, so that's okay. Maybe we'll see some relief at the pumps. There's a lot of tech earnings coming yet this week. High-tech companies reporting. Microsoft, I believe, is one of them, and so the markets are a little bit nervous about that coming. Have to see how that plays out. And I did read a report about, this bounce that we've had in the stock market for the last, 2-3 weeks. It basically got us back halfway from the route so far this year. So it's kind of have to call it a dead cat bounce yet. Could go either way, kind of at a tipping point. So eager to see how this week plays out. So here's your numbers. The May corn 477 down 1 3/4. September corn 442.5 down 3 1/4. The May soybeans 1047.5 down 2 1/4. The September soybeans 1028 3/4 down 3 3/4. May wheat is 516 down 14 cents, and September wheat 547 down 12.5. The crude oil is 61.89 down $1.13. Heating oil is 210 down 1 1/4 cents. Gasoline is 210, also down 1.9 cents. Natural gas 356.5 down or up 17 cents, 5%. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3857 Canadian. That's up by 3 ticks. The yen, the dollar buys 142.70 yen. That's down by 97 ticks. The euro's at 113.83, up 19 ticks, and the dollar's at 99.26, down 21 ticks. Gold's at 33.30.90, up 32.50 an ounce. Silver's 33.20, up 3 cents. Platinum's 995.70, up $25.90. Copper's at 487.35, down 2.2 cents. Oh,
Deep breath.
it's exhausting.
Doug,
Up, down. Oh my.
there we go. You have a nice day. We'll talk to you again
Thanks.
tomorrow,
Yep.
Doug.
All right.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. They're ready to go if you're ready to go, and a lot of you have been ready to go. And the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain have got the product to get that crop going and keep it healthy. Remember, serving you is their business. They've been doing it since 1983. Freeland Bean and Grain. We talked a little bit, Jonathan, about freezing temperatures. Jerry Samolsky wants to chat about it.
Yeah, you mentioned frost, and I think Jerry's picking up on that. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I pulled out my handy dandy chart here, Bay City, Saginaw, and Midland, and it lists currently about 1st of May. Bay City has a 50% chance of still having a frost. May 9th, that drops down to 25% chance of frost. And last frost recorded was May 26th. That's Bay City. Saginaw was really close with May 4th of 50%, May 11th with 25, and their frost-free date is May 28th. But Midland is May 8th for 25%, May 17th. And here's the kicker. Their last frost, June 12th.
Ouch. Ouch.
So, with the weather, as you well know, you can't bet on anything. But you take the long-term statistics, and it looks like come, 1st of May, we still have a 50-50 chance of getting some frost. So let's not rush too quick about getting plants out there. After May 9th, we're probably pretty good. May 9th, May 10th, May 11th, about a 25% chance. So again, after that point, we can start maybe gambling a little bit. Of course, you can always cover them, but I don't know people that want more work than less. So maybe we just put off a little bit and take our chances so that we don't have to cover them.
I agree. Jerry, thanks a lot. You take care. All righty.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jerry Samolsky over at Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. Bryce Stein joining us right now. Bryce's report brought to you by Foster Blue Water Oil and Blue Flame Propane. Bryce, you don't want to be hearing about frost either, do we?
No, sir. No, sir, we don't. But looking at the extended range, it does look like we're into the 30s and 40s at night. So we, looks like it's continuing to warm. The other caveat to look at is soil temps. We pumped a lot of heat into the soil this last week with the sunny days and warm weather. So I would say we're up in the upper 50s now for soil temp in the top 2 inches. So things are rocking and rolling when they do get planted.
Hey, that sounds great. Bryce, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
Thanks, you too.
You bet. Bryce Stein over at Michigan Sugar Company. Got a meeting coming up in the not too distant future. We should let folks know about our agricultural-based attorney, Jerry Reif, on the line with us right now. And Jerry, give us the dates and the times.
Yes, workshop is how to protect your stuff. Are you prepared for the inevitable day? It's Tuesday next week, May 6th at 2 o'clock at the Capoco Credit Union on Cabaret Trail, which is just south of McCarty and west of Bay. It's not hard to find at all. Cabaret Trail, Capoco Credit Union, 2 o'clock, May 6th. We'll answer all your questions regarding estate planning. And I love the questions. People used to worry about taxes, but let's face it, the way legislation is going, estate taxes, you have to be worth almost $14 million each before there's a tax imposed. So we don't have problems with those kinds of taxes for most people.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, as far as how to book a chair there, what do we do, Jerry?
You just call. Our website, of course, is jerryrifelawyer.com, or call 989-790-1461. Be happy to have you. We'll make room. and quite a bit of information. I want to answer your questions, but we're going to get into avoiding taxes, avoiding probate, avoiding nursing home, or at least managing it. And of course, being prepared. That's the key.
That is. Jerry, thank you so much. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Yes, thank you.
You bet. We'll be right back.
There are two types of to-dos. To-dos you want to do and to-dos you gotta do. Hopping on your Coyote tractor to plow a little patch of heaven on your land is a want to do. But flossing before a dentist appointment so they don't suspect that flossing is a never do? That's a gotta do. For all the to-dos you want to do, check out the many models of hardworking Coyote, CS, CX, and CK tractors. Available with up to 72 months financing at 0.99%. For the gotta do's? Well, Godspeed. Coyote, we dig dirt. For all of your Coyote needs, stop into CMR Tractors in Millington today or visit them online at cmrtractors.com. CMR Tractors is your local Coyote dealer.
Jerry mentioned about the estate tax cliff that family farms are being faced with. American Farm Bureau Federation is concerned about it as well. And obviously, they want to have Congress take steps to extend the elevated estate tax exemption. So that's something that you should be aware of, especially if you own a family farm. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coin in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster exterior